Good morning, fam. This is Semaj coming to you this morning with this session of Truth Serum. The topic of the day is going to be trust and keeping your word. So these two things work hand in hand. You know what I mean? Like, just from my experiences in life, most people who don't keep their word are not a person of their word or being able to be held accountable, are usually not very trustworthy. They kind of change the rules as they go. What applies to them is not the same way or caliber that they hold other people accountable for what other people say. Now, me myself, I try very hard to keep my word, and it means a lot to me. It says a lot about my character. It just goes a long way in life. You know, people get to know who you are by who you are by what you say and how you live and how you back that up. You know, I don't know about y'all, but I've run across several people who say so many things, and when you hold them accountable to what they say, they get angry. Especially if they don't do what they say. They get angry, they get frustrated, they make it seem like you tripping or you on one, or you know what I'm saying, they grown, and all these other bullshit ass excuses they make for, you know, not doing what they say they're gonna do. But they'll be the same ones that be on your ass if you say you're gonna do something and you don't do it, or you don't do it in a time frame in which they expect for you to do it. Now, how that works hand in hand with trust. How can you trust anyone who refuses to be held accountable for what they say? That means at any point in time, you know, they can basically lie, or they can like I said, change the game as it goes. You know, they say, "Oh, I'm gonna go out to the club and kick it with my homegirls, and you know what I'm saying, we're gonna just have a couple of drinks and chill, then go get something and come home." You know what I'm saying? And you know, y'all end up running into each other at another spot or anything like that, and they don't know you there, and they doing everything but what they say they're gonna do. Or you call them and they don't answer the phone, or they answer the phone and get the line, and then you catch them up because they drunk. You catch them up the next day and they telling you a whole different story, and then they finally admit that, you know, whatever, and they want to cop an attitude. First of all, being grown has nothing to do with it. Everybody over the age of 21 is considered grown. And just because you can do something don't mean you should do something. You should be able to be held accountable for what you say you're going to do and not going to do, whether the person is with you or not with you. So that destroys trust right there when a person can't believe anything you say, because you're not able to be held accountable for what you say. You know, your word means nothing. Not to anyone else, and obviously not to yourself. You know, it has no value, it has no whatever, but you want people to believe you when you say things, and you want them to can't find a word for it right now, you guys, but kind of get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And I really want people to chime in and make their opinions and comments about this whole subject, because it's a touchy subject. It has caused arguments. It has